Yo, so what is going on, my people? I hope you all are doing fantastic. I'm doing very well myself, and yeah, we're just gonna talk some football, man. Because at the moment, it's been absolutely mad. The Premier League has been mad. Football's been mad. Especially in times like this, very uncertain times. Football has been pretty crazy. A very slow start. It's just been different, man. It's been very different. It has at least lately. It has been pretty boring. Um, but other than that, there's been numerous amount of shocks, beautiful goals. It's been mad. It's been absolutely mad. So we're gonna talk some football. Lots and lots to talk about. Arsenal getting that win at Manchester United's house, Old Trashford, since 2006. That is mad. Yes, lots of shocks, man. Lots of really big shocks that have been going on in football, and it's been mad, bro. It's been very mad. You got Everton, who was in first place, now they're under first place. I'll just say that. They are in fourth. Will they challenge though? That's a different question. But we're gonna talk about that in a few. But anyways, I hope you guys are all doing great, man. Just crazy times, very crazy times. Like I said, I'm doing very well. Playing football and that, having fun. Just enjoying life, enjoying myself while I can. And every day I'm just thankful to be alive and able to have a nice, as said by David Vujanic. But anyways, let's get into some football. Over the past weekend, we had some decent matches. Definitely better than last week. Definitely better than last week. I will say that. Definitely better than last week. And before I get started, this is what the table is looking like at the moment. We got Liverpool in first, Leicester City in second. Well, hold on a second. Liverpool in first place with 16 points. Leicester City in second place with 15 points. Tottenham in third place with 14. Everton in fourth place with 13. Southampton in fifth place with 13. And Wolverhampton Wanderers in sixth place with 13. It's been mad. I mean, Manchester City in 10th place, bro. But yeah, it is a shock at the moment. It is a shock because I'm not even gonna get too much into like over the past weeks. Yeah, I'm not gonna get too much about what's happened in the previous weeks. I know everybody's been going mad about it, saying this and this and that. Everton can win the league, blah blah blah. Listen, bro. Listen. They're shocks. They're gonna happen. But it's been a slow start to the season, like, bro. I remember when the season started, like, it was only a couple weeks ago. Only a couple weeks ago that City had been out of the Champions League. Like, bro, everything's happening so quick. Like, you guys are human too, Like, you need time to process everything. Like, it's just been a really slow start, and there's gonna be shocks because just the lack of preparation and just dealing with these uncertain times is just mad, bro. It's just a mix of emotions, and yeah, it can really get to you mentally because being a good footballer isn't just about physical stuff, physical attributes. It's mentality. It's all mental. But anyways, yeah, big shock so far. But yeah, City sitting at 10th place right now. They'll get back up though. They'll get back up. But anyways, that's the table. We're gonna get into the scores right now. All the scores from the past weekend. Yeah, so on Friday, 10:30, we had Wolverhampton Wanderers versus Crystal Palace. Wolves winning 2-0. Crystal Palace getting a red card. That wasn't the craziest match. It wasn't insane. I will say that. Yeah, And a solid win from Wolverhampton, man. Solid win. Yeah. All my cheers and applause to them. Because they played decent. They played pretty well that game. I think they were playing well most of the game. I think Crystal Palace was relatively sloppy that match. The goals were decent. They were okay. Just enough to get the job done. Yeah, they didn't play too bad. They're definitely dangerous. Shadow Jimenez, really big fan of his. I think he's absolutely deadly. And an underrated striker in the Prem. He's absolutely sick. But yeah, Wolverhampton 2, Crystal Palace 0. Not much to say. Other than a solid win from Wolverhampton Wanderers. Another game, Saturday. Sheffield United versus Manchester City. The Miners, Sheffield United, losing to Manchester City 1-0. Yeah, it was kind of a boring match. I did watch this match. I did watch it a little bit before I want to go train for football. But yeah, it was a bit boring, man. It was a bit boring. Shout out to Kyle Walker though on making his 100th appearance. Yeah, I think it was 100th appearance, and scoring a goal, a great goal, by the way. Kind of reminded me of that goal he scored on the 18-19 season. A little bit, in a way. It reminded me of that. Because whenever he's in that position and he gets the ball, I always think oh, he's gonna shoot it. Kind of like that last time, but he did it this time. He took his chance, and yeah, a decent goal, and what a time to get it on your 100th appearance. So yeah, I mean, nothing really much to say. Sheffield United didn't play the best. I think it was a little bit of bad luck, and in somewhat of a way, I think City did have the upper hand most of the match, but yeah, Sheffield United they fell a bit short, but they didn't play terrible. They were in the match, they were fighting, but just wasn't good enough, man. City, because yeah, they are gonna get up, so yeah, nothing much to say other than Manchester City won, Sheffield United no. Burnley versus Chelsea, which also took place on Saturday. Chelsea 3, Burnley 0. Solid win from Chelsea, man. Solid win from Chelsea. I don't think it was much of a challenge, to be honest. For Chelsea, some decent goals. There were some pretty nice goals in that game. Goals that were just enough to get the job done. But yeah, I think they played well. They played solid, and it was a very solid win. The defense, I think, is still looking a bit shaky. It is looking a bit shaky because I don't think Lampard knows his best defensive lineup. But will he get there or not? Yeah, that's really tough to take. Can't even speak right now. It's really tough to say because his hands are really tied in the sense that he has a lot of pressure on him. I'm not saying that other managers like Guardiola or Jose Mourinho don't have a lot of pressure on them, but he definitely does have a lot of pressure on him. He probably won't get stick as much because he's English, Chelsea legend, but yeah, there is some pressure on him, man, and he has to do well, especially since he spent millions, which I don't think that matters, to be fair, because just because you get a bunch of great players doesn't mean they're going to perform well. It's a different league, different environment, and a different crest, man. It's a different crest. You got to play for the crest. And yeah, that's an important thing, and yeah, it's a big question to answer, and I think by early next year, beginning of the next season, we'll know where Chelsea will end up. But anyways, solid one from Chelsea. Nothing much to say. Chelsea 3, Burnley 0. Next match though, which is also on Saturday. Liverpool 2, West Ham 1. And yeah, man, that Diogo Jota, man. he is playing very well at the moment, man. He's really coming to form at Liverpool. I didn't like him at first. I really didn't. Not because he wasn't good, because I kind of felt like he cheated that one match against Arsenal way back, and during the first couple of match weeks against Arsenal. But he has come to great form. He scored a beauty of a goal on the weekend. Very good team player. Yeah, he played. He's been playing very well, and he's been striving under Jurgen Klopp. He's been playing. Yeah, he's been playing very well. Solid win from Liverpool. I kind of thought they were gonna lose. I'm not gonna lie. I did kind of feel, and I predicted that they would either lose or tie. Liverpool continuing to produce and play some very good football, especially without the likes of Virgil van Dijk, which is very tough, especially since that was the number one center back. Yeah, replacing him with two number two center backs. How long this is what they have going on is gonna last, and they can keep it up is, yeah, it's a huge mystery, but at the moment they're able to do it. Yeah, what do I think they're gonna win the league? No, I don't. This was with or without Virgil van Dijk. I just didn't see them winning. It's just really tough, man. Without the likes of him in the changing room, everything is just gonna be so different without him. Just all the conversations, the whole vibe is just gonna be very different. It's not gonna be the easiest. Yeah, I don't see them finishing and winning the league. They'll challenge for top four, for sure. They will. But will they win the league? I don't feel that they will. But then again, it is very early to even say that, yeah, they're going to win the league. So, other than that, yeah, solid win from Liverpool. 2-1. And, yeah, we'll see if they can keep the results going, because at the moment they are playing pretty well. As for the most entertaining game of the weekend, it had to be Aston Villa versus Southampton. Southampton 4, Aston Villa 3. Jesus, man. This was an entertaining football match. It really was. I thought it was so cool. It was really nice to watch. Some great free kicks, by the way. Some great free kicks, man. Some great goals from Southampton, man. Great goals all around. I think both sides scored incredible goals. Definitely more Southampton though. Those free kicks, that bang in the bins. Yeah, I don't know. You know what? Yeah, both Aston Villa and Southampton scored some great goals. Very entertaining match. Just the competition was up there, man. They were both playing with their hearts, for the badge, for everything, man. They were playing very well. Sadly, Aston Villa did come short. I thought they could have nicked it. They could have either nicked the game or tied it. And then I thought it was a possible win for Aston Villa or a tie, but Southampton got the win, winning Aston Villa 4-3 on Sunday. Yeah, man, this was a very entertaining match. Some solid football from both sides. They're definitely not going to challenge for top four. They aren't. I think most people know that. Anyway, so I think they both played some fantastic football, man. The Southampton and Aston Villa, man. Yeah, you got man like Grealish, man like Mings. Aston Villa, man, that's sick. Watkins, they're just sick, man. And then Southampton, man like Dany Ings, with that belt, like I said, with an absolute belter of a goal, man. Absolute belter. The free kick, like I said, from Prowse, so sick. And I like that Theo Walcott's in in Southampton, man. I do. I really like it. I like it for both parties. I like it for both him and Southampton. I think it was a good move for him, man. I like him in Southampton. I think it's so cool. Yeah, I like it, man. I like that he's there. But anyways, this was a very entertaining match. Great goals, man. This is what the Premier League's all about, man. This is what we want to see. The entertainment we want to see, bro. It's the Premier League, man. Dreams come true. And yeah, this was a great game. Definitely the best match of the weekend. With the best goals. I think they had the best goals. But anyways, Southampton 4, Aston Villa 3. Yeah, nothing much to say. Newcastle versus Everton. I thought they would have tied, but Newcastle won Everton, and Everton dropped more points. Yeah. Wasn't the most entertaining game. Didn't have the best goals, but it was a relatively solid win for Newcastle. The fight and I think just the overall control of the match, it was there for Newcastle. I think they pretty much bossed that match. I think they played very, very well compared to Everton, because yeah, I think Everton they've lacked in quality in the last couple of weeks, man. Yeah, I think they've really dropped what they had coming into the Premier League in the beginning. What it was, maybe it was a spell. I don't know what it is, but yeah, they've been struggling a little bit, and it's gonna really dictate the big match that they have on the weekend, and we're gonna get into that in a bit. But solid win for Newcastle, very solid win. I like that they won, man. Shout out to the Geordies. Yeah, solid win for Newcastle, man. Everton, they just weren't there, lacking in quality. Very, very solid win for Newcastle. Shouts out to them. Yeah, nothing much to say other than Newcastle 2, Everton 1. Will Everton get back to their winning form? Who knows? But what we do know is that Calvert-Lewin will continue to score goals, because he is an absolute beast. Underrated striker, man. Underrated striker. So sick. Yeah, man. And old news, but I can't. It's just so crazy that he scored in his England debut. That's mad. Anyways, moving on to what people thought was going to be the biggest match of the weekend, and it wasn't, because it's probably one of the most boring ones. Manchester United versus Arsenal. Arsenal won. United 0. Abama Blakla Yang penalty sealed the win for them. He's dancing on the pitch. I saw him. Yeah, they dominated the match. Arsenal, they played very well. Played very, very well. I think both teams had a few hiccups. They did have a few hiccups throughout the match. More united, I would say. But Arsenal, they played very well, man. They played relatively solid. And more specifically, Gabriel. Bad boy, bro. Absolute bad boy, star center back. He is absolutely sick, isn't he? He is so sick, and he's been playing very well since he came to Arsenal. I think arguably, I think Arsenal have the second best, if not probably the best defensive line in the Premier League. I'm gonna stick with second best. I think they have the second best defensive line in the Premier League. I know most people would argue Liverpool, but without Van Dijk and those two center backs, it's looking a bit shaky in the back, man. And when you're playing 2 games throughout the week, you're playing so many games throughout the week, you're screwed, man. So yeah, I think Arsenal, they do have the best defense in the Premier League right now, but a nick to win, man. A nick to win. They won the match, and they won it in a way that Manchester United would have won it, by a penalty. Um, I know many people would be making fun of Arsenal, saying, "Oh, it feels nice to win by a penalty in it." And I guess for most Arsenal fans, yeah, it is because they won the match, and a Manchester United way, which is by a penalty. Yeah, Manchester United, man, they just weren't there, and they have been struggling. They have really been struggling a lot in the last couple of weeks. They've been struggling. Like, I think arguably since the league started back up again, since the season started, basically. They've been struggling a lot. They'll get back up. They will get back up. They'll start winning matches. But it's gonna be very, very difficult for them because the spirits, the overall energy around the club at the moment isn't the best. But they'll get back up there. Yeah, I think I would go as far by saying that I think because of Pogba, they no, I don't like blaming things on one player. I will say that Pogba gave away a goal. Pogba gave away a goal because he unnecessarily tapped. Whose foot was it? Was it Lacazette? Whose foot did he tap? No, Pogba tapped someone's foot, but who? He tapped someone's foot. Who was it? Oh no, it was Bellerin. He tapped Bellerin. He tapped them. Yeah, I would say he gave away the penalty. I definitely say he gave away the penalty, like I said. I didn't think he threw away the match. I think that's a team thing. I don't think one player gives away the match. I think the team gives away the match. I think the team's responsible, not one player. Obviously, there's going to be one player that messes up more than the other players, but I don't necessarily like to blame it, the whole losing a match on one player. So I would, definitely say Pogba gave away the penalty. Yeah, man, really bad loss for United. A morale boosting win for Arsenal, but I wouldn't say a good win for Arsenal. Morale boosting in the sense that it's gonna help them what the matches they have in Europe, in the Prem especially, and the fact that they hadn't won at Old Trashford since 2006, man. I think that is an insane stat. So yeah, kudos to Arsenal for winning that match, and will they continue to play well and win matches? I think that's a question that only Mikel Arteta can answer. Since he's made some questionable stuff. He's done some questionable stuff, tactics-wise, lineup-wise. But he's experimenting. He's new. So give it time. I'm pretty sure 2-3 years from now, they'll win the league. Anyways, on to the next match. Tottenham versus Brighton. Yeah, we got the Kane penalty, the Bale goal, making his goal, man. His first goal since returning to Tottenham. So great for him, man. I like seeing Bale back in Tottenham. I think it's so cool. Very, it's OG, man. It feels reminiscent of back when the Prem was Barclays Premier League. So I think that was very cool. Lamptey with a goal. Not the greatest goal, but it was a solid goal. Fortunately, they didn't win. So yeah, Tottenham versus Brighton 2. Yeah, Tottenham 2. Arsenal 1. What am I saying? Tottenham 2. Brighton 1. Yeah, man. It's a good win for Tottenham. Good win for Tottenham. I think Brighton were a bit unlucky, but then again, I didn't feel that they were gonna win. I thought Tottenham was gonna win this match. Actually, I thought it was gonna be by more. I thought it was gonna be maybe like 3-1, 3-2. But yeah, Tottenham got away with the win. And yeah, like I said, shout out to Bale for getting that goal. That was so cool. Seeing his first goal since coming back in the white of Tottenham Hotspur in the new stadium as well, and probably the best stadium in the Premier League, the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. It's like the sexiest stadium in there, bro. So yeah, man, great win for Tottenham, and yeah, sucky loss for Brighton, man. But yeah, nothing much to say other than good win for Tottenham. Bad win for Brighton, since that's not necessarily what they want to get out of it. I think they'd much rather go home with a tie rather than a loss, especially because they're not doing the best at the moment. But yeah, solid win from Tottenham. Tottenham 2, Brighton 1. Monday there was 2 matches. We had Fulham versus West Brom. Fulham 2, West Brom 0. Yeah, a bit of a boring match. It was a bit of a boring match. Wasn't my favorite game to watch. Just wasn't. Just a good win for Fulham. And yeah, not so good win for West Brom. They're gonna go down. But I think maybe that's kind of why it was a little bit of a boring match. And there's, at least for most viewers, not only the players or the team, but I think for people watching, it was just like, it was just whatever for people who are watching. Yeah, it wasn't the most entertaining game to watch. I find both of these teams a bit difficult to watch. More West Brom though. I don't know. I don't like personally how they play football. They have some moments that are techie, that are very techie. Fulham, I think both of them. More Fulham, I would say. There's some moments when they can be very techie, and it's sick. It can be entertaining, but for the most part, yeah, just not my thing. Yeah, nothing much to say. Solid win for Fulham. Fulham 2, West Brom 0. And the final game of match week 7, a hammering 4-1, Leicester City 4, Leeds United 1. Yeah, it was an absolute hammering. Yeah, Leicester, man, they got away with a good win, man. Like Tielemans, who I'm a fan of. I think he's super sick. And like Tielemans, Harvey Barnes, Jamie Vardy, everybody knows him. Yeah, man. I think Leeds United is a cool team. They're a very cool team. I think they're very entertaining to watch. They're kind of symbolic of what the Premier League is all about, in sense of, or not in sense, in terms of playing with passion, playing for the badge, not caring, and just playing, man, playing with your heart. Like, doesn't matter what the competition is. If it's Liverpool, City, Arsenal, you're gonna play, and you're gonna play well. You're not gonna respect them in any way, shape, or form. You're gonna go to play. You're gonna hammer them, and yeah, I think that's kind of what Leeds United represented. I think they kind of lacked that today, or not today, but on Monday when they played. But Leicester City did have the upper hand, man. I thought they were gonna tie. Leicester City was gonna win. And yeah, Leicester City did win 4-1, hammering, like I said. Harvey Barnes with a decent goal. That was a good goal, solid goal. Yeah, shout out to him. But other than that, yeah, solid win from Leicester City. That pretty much wraps up match week 7. Very, very entertaining. As for match week 8, we have some very, and I mean ridiculously juicy matches. We have some pretty juicy matches. Yeah, let's kick it on. We got on Friday, November the 6th, Brighton versus Burnley, Southampton versus Newcastle. Brighton versus Burnley. Wow. In terms of predictions, hands are really tight here because this is going to be a very, very tight match. Oh my god. I mean, Brighton they are placed higher, right? I think they are, yeah. I think it's going to be... Yeah, I'm trying to think, because that's going to be tough, man. It's peak still, man. I mean, we got Brighton, the close to the relegation team, to the last place team. No, I think Brighton won the game. 2-0. 2-0. Yeah, I think they'll win. Southampton versus Newcastle. Another great game. Obviously, Southampton came off of that match over the weekend, or last weekend, when they played well. Scored some hammering goals, man like Dany Ings. But Newcastle, they're trying to pick up form again. They're trying very hard to pick up form again. They're playing pretty well. They're not playing terrible at the moment. I think... Oh my god. I think Newcastle either win or tie. I think they'll either win or tie. Score... 1-0. 1-0. Another match we're going to look at over the weekend. Everton versus Manchester United at Goodison Park. Yeah, this is the one, man. Yeah, it's going to be an insane match. Probably one of the most entertaining and important matches in world football. It's not, but it can kick on, especially now. This is going to be a crazy match. United have been in poor form. Obviously, they lost against Arsenal. That hurt them, man. And Everton, yeah, they've just been in a poor run of form lately, man. Not the whole opening weeks of the Premier League, but just lately they just have been poor. You're gonna want to win this match. I strongly feel that this will be a draw. I really do. I think either 2-2 or 3-3. I think this will be a draw. Very hard to tell though. I think it's gonna be a very tight match, man. I think because these guys are just gonna battle it off, man. They're gonna battle it off. You got men like, Everton don't have Richarlison though, and I know he's a very big part. They have James, who is sick. He's sick under Ancelotti, because Ancelotti knows how to get the best out of him. But wow, yeah, I forgot about Richarlison, man. I actually don't know if he's gonna be there. I can't remember, but no, yeah, I'm sticking with 2-2 or 3-3. I'm sticking with that. But it's gonna be I think it's gonna be a decent match. I think it's gonna be a pretty good match. Crystal Palace versus Leeds is another match. 2-1 Palace. 2-1 Palace. Yeah, I think Leeds will challenge. They're gonna give him a run for the money. And again, Leeds are good away from home, but yeah, I think Crystal Palace will nick the win. Yeah, 2-1. I want to say 2-1. Chelsea Sheffield United. 2-0. I think they'll win this match. I don't see Sheffield United really challenging Chelsea. I think they give them a hard time, but in terms of giving them like a good run for their money, Yeah, no, I don't think so. I think Chelsea will get the win. West Ham versus Fulham. I think West Ham will win this match. Man, like Declan Rice. I absolutely love that guy, man. He's so cool. Really sick. He's techie, man. He's super techie. Yeah, I think they'll win. They're playing at the London Stadium? Yeah. Yeah, I think 2-0. 2-0 to West Ham. It probably won't be an easy game, but I think they'll get away with a relatively comfortable win. So yeah, I'm saying 2-0 to West Ham. West Brom versus Spurs. Spurs are playing away at the Hawthorns on Sunday. Yeah, I think they'll win. I'm saying like 4-2, 3-1. I think they'll hammer West Brom, to be honest. I think they're gonna win comfortably, man. Yeah, maybe 3-1. Yeah. Or maybe even 3-0. I think they'll get away with a very comfortable win. I'm gonna say either 3-0 or 2-0. Let's say 3-0. I think they'll get away with a very comfortable win. I don't think West Brom will give them any types of problems. Maybe initially, like the first 90 seconds. But yeah, I think Spurs will get away with the win, man. They haven't played too bad lately. Another big game over the weekend: Leicester City versus Wolves. This is gonna probably be a challenge for Leicester City and Wolves. Obviously, shout out Jimenez, super duper dope. Traore, he's gonna make them cheeks clap on the pitch. I think this one will be a tie as well. I think either 2. No, I think someone's gonna win. Really tough, man. Wolves, Leicester City. And Wolves are playing away. Yeah, this is really. I mean, they've been playing. Obviously Leicester is placed higher in the table over Wolves, but I kind of feel like they've been kind of playing on the same level. I think so. Yeah, this is tough. I'm gonna say 3-2 Leicester. I think Leicester will win this one. Yeah, I think Leicester will win this one. They're playing at home. They came off a relatively good win. Yeah, they came off of a good win from Leeds. So yeah, I'm gonna say Leicester. If not 3-2, 2-1. I think Wolves will be relatively close. I think that's gonna be a pretty tight game. I think Wolves will definitely give them a hard time. So Wolves are nice. Wolves are very nice. They play some. I don't like watching them. I don't like their style. But in terms of challenging and giving teams problems, they're nice. They definitely do that. They do that well. Another match we're going to be looking at, probably the biggest match of the weekend and the one I'm anticipating the most: Manchester City against Liverpool at the Etihad Stadium. Yeah. I think City's gonna win. I think they'll nick it. I mean, not nick it, but I think they'll win. 2-1. I want to say 2-1. Who's gonna score though? Jesus will score. He'll play. I want to say Torres. I want to say Ferran Torres will score. Yeah, this is gonna be a pretty entertaining match. Last time they played, obviously, Liverpool wasn't as sober as they should have been or could have been, so they destroyed them, City. But yeah, it's gonna be a very nice game to watch, especially since Liverpool don't have the best record at the Etihad Stadium since the whole Pep and Jurgen Klopp rivalry. So yeah, I think it's gonna be a very entertaining match. I think City will win. I think they'll win 2-1. I don't want to say 2-1, but a very entertaining match. That's gonna be a very good game. The last match we're gonna look at is Arsenal versus Aston Villa. Aston Villa are a big grown right now, man. They haven't played too bad. They haven't been playing too shabby at all. Arsenal are playing at the Emirates, and it is the last. That is going to be the last match of match week 8. I think they'll tie. I think Arsenal's gonna tie 2-2. Either 2-2 or they'll win 2-1. I think they'll tie. They're gonna tie 2-2. And I'll tell you why. I think they haven't been playing tremendously well. They haven't. They've been playing relatively well, but they haven't been playing tremendously well. I think Aston Villa are going to give problems because they have been giving other teams problems. And then when they score goals, they're great goals. They're important goals. So they're definitely going to give Arsenal a run for the money. Kind of the same way West Ham did. So yeah, I think Aston Villa they're definitely going to challenge. They're going to challenge Arsenal. They're giving them a hard time. So I'm saying 2-2. Yeah, I think Arsenal 2. Aston Villa 2. But then again, guys, I kind of feel like Arsenal can win it. I think they can win it by like 2-1 or 1-0. Yeah, this is peak still, bro. I don't know. Maybe even 1-1, you know. No, I'm gonna say 2-2. I'm gonna stick with my my prediction of 2-2. So yeah, Arsenal 2, Aston Villa 2. That rounds up my predictions and my football talk of the week. Yeah. This past weekend was relatively decent. It was definitely a lot more entertaining than the week before, because the week before was absolutely dreadful. It was so boring. And I think this weekend may be better. But like I said, slow start. But sooner or later, those favorites, those teams are going to start to creep up. But other than that, guys, I hope you enjoy your weekend. Hope you enjoy the matches. And I will see you next week.